Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. WorkSafe says the owners of Whakaari White Island made $1 million a year in profits from tours to the island, but failed completely in their health and safety obligations.
In its opening statement in the trial, WorkSafe's lawyer said Whakaari Management Limited and the Buttle brothers never bothered to understand the risk, even after a similar eruption 3 years before the 2019 disaster. A warning, Adam Hollingworth's report begins with confronting video of the eruption that killed 22 people, filmed by one of those on the island at the time.
This video shown at the trial today captures the terrifying moments when the volcano erupted. And tourists and tourism staff ran for their lives.
Behind rocks. Yeah. Right, move.
The way WorkSafe tells it, if people knew the risks of setting foot on Whakaari White Island, they wouldn't.
People talk about visiting the island, but that had erupted as recently as 2016.
The sheer power and force of the blast was caught by GNS monitoring cameras. WorkSafe says the eruption on the 9th of December 2019 resulted in a flow of burning ash, scalding steam, poisonous volcanic gases and rocks, travelling at 60 kilometres an hour and immersing the crater in less than 2 minutes.
The burn injuries suggested the volcanic current reached temperatures of at least 100 degrees Celsius, possibly more.
Whakaari is owned by the Buttle brothers, Peter, James and Andrew. Before the eruption, Peter and Andrew appeared in a documentary about the island.
It's like you're entering a completely different world. It blows your mind in a way, the power of nature and the power of what you can feel when you're on the island.
WorkSafe told the court the Buttles and their management company, WML, had no safety management system or other health and safety processes at all.
WML was obliged to understand the risks of what it was doing. It never bothered to understand the risks properly.
But the Buttles were making good money from the island, demanding an annual licence fee from tour operators and taking a commission for every tourist who set foot on Whakaari. They were even exploring the possibility of glamping, the glamorous version of overnight stays there.
By 2019, WML was making approximately $1 million profit per year.
And little of that money was ploughed back into safety. Protection amounted to an inaccessible metal shipping container, and as for evacuation, the 90-year-old wharf was in a poor condition and corroding.
The state of the wharf and the need to ferry injured persons in inflatable boats off Whakaari delayed the evacuation on the 9th of December and exacerbated the harm suffered by the victims.
Also charged are ID Tours and Tauranga Tourism Limited. They helped arrange visits for cruise ship passengers, but WorkSafe says passengers were never provided adequate information about the risks.
The cruise ship passengers who were on Whakaari when it erupted received no health and safety information prior to commencing the tour.
WorkSafe accepts that the owners weren't experts in volcanic activity, but as directors of the management company, they had a duty to employ experts to assess the risk. But they didn't consult.
That failure arose because the Buttles, the directors of WML, failed to exercise care, failed to exercise due diligence, failed to ensure that their company, WML, complied with its duties.
22 people died and 25 were injured in the eruption. The Buttles have pleaded not guilty and strenuously deny the charges, but will have to wait weeks before their lawyers get a chance to lay out their defence. Adam Hollingworth, Newshub